All right. Woo, good people. What's good? What's good? What's good? It's your boy Berto, your host of the 95 North Falcons talk show. Man, we got some things to talk about. Cordero Patterson, Mina Kimes predicting the Falcons to go to the playoffs. Are the Falcons getting enough respect? And we're going to address, if we have some time, this clown, Colin Coward, always dogging our Falcons. And also, we got two very special guests that are joining the show tonight. Smitty, what do you got for 'em?
Hey, speaking of clowns, I got a moderator now, and well, we got a moderator. She's a clown damn self. So if y'all get out of line in the chat, man, just know she gonna get y'all. I hired a pit bull, so y'all just be ready.
All right,
But
now we'll be.
yeah, man, we gonna have a great show for y'all. We got a special guest tonight. Up and coming YouTube content creators, man. We gonna let y'all get to know them soon. But at Birdo, we started, but we forgot something.
Oh yeah, see y'all in 20. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, man, it's our pleasure, it's our honor to bring on Ricondo, real Falcon fan, and Chris Tipmore from A1 Forever. Welcome to the 95 North Sports Machine, gentlemen. It's a pleasure to have you guys on. Chris, we'll start with you, man. Tell the folks where they can find you, man. Let us know, your fandom as with the Falcons, how you became a Falcons fan, brother.
Oh well,
Motivation.
how y'all doing, everybody? Chris Tipmore, A1 Forever Sports, the show that's cool and fly too.
Uh,
On my channel, man, we be generational because it's always time to be, and we never settle for less because you can always have more with the vision. Now, as far
Mm.
as where you can find me, you can just find my YouTube channel at A1 Forever all together, and I should pull right on up, And as far as my fandom now, as a
Mm.
Falcon fan, it started way back in the '90s, man. Too legit to quit. I
Oh,
was still kind of a baby, but my dad, what I'm saying, God rest his soul, he showed me everything that I need to see. And man, it just really started from there and it kind of grew even more and more. I've even had the pleasure of working at the Georgia Dome and being a part of games, going to games, whether working or just attending in the stands. So I've just always just been a Falcon fan to the day I die, man. It's never gonna change.
that's a fact. That's what's up, man. That's
yeah.
awesome. Condo, that real Falcon fan. I'm very intrigued to hear this part, brother. I'm very intrigued to hear this. But talk to the folks, man.
Yeah, so everybody always asking me what I mean by real Falcon fan. So, you know, you got to think about it. I mean, the Falcons, they a lot of
Hold
heartache.
up,
Let's
hold up,
just be
Ricardo.
real.
Hold up.
Okay.
I told you before we started, you got to be yourself. So before you start talking just like you on your show, do your intro and everything.
Okay. Hey, I definitely can do that. I can do that.
Let's get it.
Hey,
Floor is
What's going
yours.
on, Falcon fan? This your boy Ricondo come back at you with another video.
There it is.
So just like you said, everybody always asks me why I want to be that Falcon fan. And I mean the Falcons always give you heartache, man. It's just what it is. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
if you still rocking the Falcons today after all the stuff they don't put us through, you know this.
Mm.
1998, Eugene Robinson go down there and mess up the Super Bowl for us, right?
Bring
But
up those
I go all the way back to probably Jerry Glanville, just like Chris back in those days. Deion Sanders, my favorite Falcon of all time. Um, the Dirty Bird, Jamal Anderson, all those guys. Of course, man, when Michael Vick came, I thought we had turned it around.
Hmm.
So I mean, through the years, man, um, the darkest moment probably in Falcon history, the Super Bowl 2016, and we thought we had that wrapped up. So
Big
I ain't
I don't
gonna
want to
talk
I don't
about
want to make
that one.
everybody feel sad about it, but all those times, man, and then I mean, if you just go back to the last few years, man, there all our players is watching the the ball and onside kick. you know, they just looking at it, and Dallas team jump on it, right? Todd Gurley score.
Oh God.
Todd Gurley score. He don't need to.
I mean, it's just too much. It's just too much. But see,
So
this just let y'all know how long we've been paying.
Man.
You can sit there and name all of that.
Yep.
And still don't go before that with the 1980 battling Dixie with the Dallas Cowboys. We ain't gonna talk about that either. But man, he knows
all
that.
those times, man. I mean,
He's speaking.
2012 NFC Championship game. We don't want to talk.
Oh
about
man, we don't want to talk about that.
we don't
one,
want to talk
man,
about that. Yeah, we definitely don't want to talk about that.
Clip pass interference.
Clearly.
Yep.
My bad.
Roddy got we see. I mean, we got all these. We got all
hold
these
on.
memories, man.
Shout
All
out
these
Navarro
memories.
Bowman. If he ever wants to come on the show and really explain whatever happened in that play by play, please come on and state your truth as to if he thinks if that was a pass interference or not. He's gonna be biased, but hey, we got to hit him where it hurts.
I'm gonna say you the harder. He gonna tell a lie. Point blank.
Point blank. Oh man, this is crazy.
He gonna
I mean,
tell a
another one of my
bold-faced lie.
favorite players, Jesse Tuggle, man. Like people don't remember how hard Jesse Tuggle did Hammer, man. You know, then you know, full circle, come back, his son play for the team, things like that. So, I mean, I could talk Falcons all day. I'm the Cowboy Falcon fan where I'm always thinking we got a chance. That's just me. I'll be honest with you.
I think that's how fair it's supposed to be.
Yep.
Every year we start, I'm positive. Last year, I thought Marcus Mariota gonna have a resurgent.
Oh,
oh man. Hey, brother, I sympathize with you. I was one that was like, man, we got James Stone, O.C. Umenyiora, Steven Jackson. Yeah, I think we can make a little noise. So I'm with you, man. I'm biased, man. I'm with you on that, man. I thought we were gonna do something, but didn't turn out to be best.
Gonna come in and show out. You remember that? So.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
yeah, that OP game, just like I figured it would.
We got so many, you know, but be honest with you, this year, man, you know, I think it's more positive than I've been in a long time. So
facts, yeah.
Yep. So
very optimistic year.
Yeah, but at the end, you can find me, like he said, Ricondo Real Falcon Fan. I'm on YouTube. Same thing on Twitter and Instagram. So you definitely check my shows. So.
Very good.
Henry Tron, man, thank you, man. Always sending positive vibes, man. I definitely appreciate that. But we always do before we get into the topic, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna give a shout out to the chat, man. Blinky Stitch, who is the moderator, who y'all know is JOI. Shout out to ATL Georgia Faithful, one of my biggest supporters, man. His link is in the description. Man. Y'all go check him out on YouTube. He's growing fast. Brand new setup, brand new content. So y'all please go check him out.
Fire.
Because he's doing his thing, man. He's growing every day. RGATL for life, man. The plug.
Yes, sir.
He always tuning in. Justin Swisher Sweets. He's tuning in. My boy Ed Mitchell, Jamal D, Aaron Dale, 82, the chef. Still working in the cafeteria. Mactown Dirty. Heard that before.
Yes, sir.
Miss Pam. What's good, Miss Pam? Stephon Moses. We're going to have him on the show at some point this season, so can't wait for that. He cussed us out, so I'm never going to forget that. So you're going to be in for it, Stephon, when you hit that mic. Straight to statement, our dude, man. He said, "What's happening, man? Great work on something he's saying." But
one time for the fan.
Okay, so see, I'm old. I can't do all them acronyms and things. But I'm feeling good, bro. We feeling good, man. We gonna give y'all a good show.
Doing great.
Do, man. Blink and Stitch, you gonna get that boot. Just keep on.
That's my son.
Shout out to my nephew, man. He got to get
that's my boy. Yes, sir.
Yeah, but y'all go check out ATL Georgia Faithful, man. Please do that, man. In the description, and now it's in the chat, so y'all don't have a choice. My boy Big Low Country, lead singer Southern Silk.
Man.
He checking in. Can I get a free? First of all, from everybody on the panel. You're not gonna get that from me, so don't even.
This is the portion. When you gentlemen, you got to. You know, we push you to the extreme. We put you in an uncomfortable position. You got to show the vocals. Big Low is the lead vocalist, man. Got a voice of an angel. But I'll stop at that one. Smitty, don't stop, man. Don't stop. So I'm gonna hit you with this one. See, first of all,
that's all we need.
Nailed it. That's how it is, man. That's what it is. Thank you, Big Low.
I told y'all I can't sing. I'm the Kurt Franklin of the group.
Oh man, you moderate in that fashion, then.
Exactly. 499, man. Big Low, thank you for that super
Appreciate
chat,
that,
brother.
man.
Big Low is also a moderator, man. So if y'all go to acting up, I'm gonna have to get Big Low on you. You cook catfish with one hand and carry the spatula in the other hand, so he can just swipe you across the back of the head.
What's up, bro?
Thank you for that super chat, Big Low. Tony Wright. I'm trying to get everybody, man. That'll be it. So
what's going on?
Got to get my big
Mr.
bro.
Higgins, yes sir, John Higgins, man.
Man, he gave me my nickname, y'all. So
Smooth.
Y'all see Smooth Smitty up there. I'm not a player, so don't even ask. But Berto, throw them topics out there right quick.
Let's do it, man. First topic we're gonna put up is this little screenshot right here, fellas. If you guys see this, Cordero Patterson potentially getting cut by our Atlanta Falcons, entering his last year, and we all know this is a business. I get it, but gentlemen, what do you guys feel about this topic being brought up by these analysts and just creators, specifying that Cordero Patterson could be on the hook, on his way out? I'll start with you, Rakonda. What do you feel about this, man?
Yeah, see, I just want to know why. Why would he get cut? I mean, I get it. We got B. John Robinson, who's going to be awesome this year. Of course, Tyler Algier was just a wrecking ball last year, going to be amazing. But Cordero Stewart. I mean, Cordero Patterson is. I mean, he could do so much. I mean, you just got to remember he came in the league as a receiver, right? That's what he did. Like, you just got to get the ball in hand. And if you look the way he was utilized when Matt Ryan was here, and the way he was utilized, not the year before last. Well, the year before last, he was utilized different. So that's the way you got to look at how you utilize. It was just when Matt Ryan was here, it was him and Kyle Pitts. That's what it was. That was the offense.
That was the offense. Yep.
It was Kyle Pitts and Cordero Stewart. And he didn't run the ball as much. He was utilized in the passing game, and everybody worried about the receiving core. But if you think about it, Cordero Patterson is going to be part of that receiving core. So that's why I think he has a role. He has a significant role. He could be utilized in so many different ways. I mean, he could still be a runner as well. You guys recall he was our end zone, our red zone running back. He had 8 touchdowns last year because they utilized him in the red zone. So they still could do that as well. But I just don't understand why would the Falcons cut him, and he has so much he could bring to the table. I mean, even in the kicking game, right? Think about it, he still has potential to just be the kickoff returner. So it'll just be ridiculous to cut Cordero Patterson. If Kayla Huntley was healthy, I could see the argument maybe, trying to get something for. I wouldn't cut him though. Maybe I'll try to get a trade, but the fact that Kayla Huntley is going to be out probably the first part of the season, Cordero Patterson is definitely somebody we can utilize with his leadership. He's a fan favorite, good in the locker room. I just don't see see stuff like this sometimes, like when they have topics like this, I don't even like to talk about them. So, because I feel like I'm just wasting my time.
Valid points. Because when you keep talking about a number 2 receiver, man, but we have enough receivers on this team.
Right.
Cordero Patterson can step up, be the number 2 or the number 3. B. John Robinson, he gonna catch the ball out the backfield. So that is even really not a concern. I put up a video earlier about Jarvis Landry, and people lost their mind. But it was just a thought. They put it out there, so I had to comment. I would not touch him because even though he's probably going to be $3 million or below that, I would just save the money because injuries are going to come. The trade deadline is going to come up. And what if a big name free agent become available right before the season starts that could change the dynamic of this team in one way or another. So you just have to wait it out, roll what you have now, and when it gets closer to the season, if you see a move out there that can, like I said, be game changing for this team, think about it, make it. But right now, I think they're fine in all positions.
Mm-hmm. Chris, what do you feel? What do you say, Chris?
Well, you have to take in account that you lost Avery Williams. So Cordero Patterson, just like Rakondo was saying, he can be in the kicking game. And also, you don't want to wear down Cordero Patterson. You've seen what happened to him in the last 2 seasons.
Yep.
Come on now. Let's go ahead and preserve him because he can be like the Swiss Army knife. He can do all things: kicking game, receiving game, run game. You don't want to wear him down. And okay, if Caleb Huntley and maybe Avery Williams was all healthy, then maybe this could have some kind of fire under. But really, it's just all smoke. It's just all somebody just having to get a story out there. They get bored too.
Right.
Their journalists, right?
Yeah.
So they put stories and everything out there as well. But it was absolutely ridiculous. And even Coach Arthur Smith said himself that Cordero Patterson had a different role when he first got there.
Yep.
His role has changed every year and how they use him. This year is just a year to where you really can preserve Cordero. There's no need to get rid of something that is a weapon to you and somebody that's still productive as long as he's used properly, something that the Falcons have been doing.
Correct, man. Yeah, just a quick nugget, man. Over 1,900 yards, over 19 total touchdowns the last 2 seasons. There's nothing in the free agent market even coming close to that type of production. We all know DeAndre's out there, but he doesn't even come close to the stats his last 2 years with Arizona, as CP has done with the Falcons. So, yeah, and like you mentioned, a reserved and preserved CP is probably even a more dangerous weapon to have. All the guys in front of him, Kyle Pitts, Drake London, Jonnu Smith. Hey, listen, Scotty Miller, Mac Hollins. CP right now, he's just seen as maybe the 4th or 5th wheel on this offense, and we could hit him where it hurts. We use him, we utilize him the way Arthur Smith used him in 2021. It could be a very potent CP. So yeah, it's BS. The article is BS, but we just have to give our thoughts on it and just put that fire out right quick, man.
And quick,
yeah, man.
I would like to keep the wear and tear down on him as well. As Chris said,
absolutely.
Condo said, him in the kicking game, man, is probably his best attribute. And to be honest, with a young quarterback like Desmond Ridder, field position is going to be key the whole season. Yeah. So having him on special team may be the way to go, but I would still use him as a wide receiver and a running back. But that field position is going to be key the entire season for the Atlanta Falcons. And I think CP is the one that can do it better than anybody. Now, we might see other guys, but he's just that guy when it comes to special teams.
I can tell you this, man. If you look at the 4th quarter and we start getting that 4-minute offense, those secondary guys don't want to tackle them big ass running backs.
No, they don't. Business decisions.
Tyler Algier, DJ ain't small.
No, he's a freight train himself, man.
Yeah. Man, so they don't want to see that. They don't want to see that.
Nope.
That trust me, when they see Cardell out there, they thinking about where he at. Trust me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They account for him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have to. And Cordero
man.
Snap over too. So a fresh Cordero Patterson, 5 minutes left to go.
Yes.
Falcons got the ball.
It's very dangerous.
And they're
scary.
up.
Yeah, that's scary.
That's scary, man. That's what I'm saying. He's fresh.
Like you said, fresh. Doing this the whole time.
Yes, sir. Yeah. All right, fellas. So moving on to our next topic. Falcons not getting the respect deserved. Now, I know that this is the NFL is much of what have you done for me lately? And really the Falcons haven't really showed out, as much as the last 2 years. But Arthur Smith and Terry have put together, a pretty competitive roster the past 2 years. We were in contention last year, quote unquote, to actually make the playoffs if it wasn't, for some hiccups at the quarterback position. So with all the moves done this year, should the Falcons get the respect that they properly deserve with all the acquisitions we have made?
Indeed.
Go ahead,
Absolutely.
Chris.
Absolutely. I mean, okay, let's just talk about just a few moves that the Falcons made. Okay, you re-sign arguably one of the best guards, right guards in football, Chris Lynch for
Mm-hmm.
5 years. All right, you bring in Jesse Bates. I mean, that was 4 INTs, 8 pass defenses last year. Caden Ellis, who's actually going to be a sleeper, I believe. He had 7 sacks last year. We'll see if he can build off of that. You bring in Bud Dupree, something that we
Mm-hmm.
kind of hadn't had on the edge since, dare I say, 2017. So the Falcons have made definite moves. Calais Campbell, you bring in that veteran leadership, 99 career tackles. I believe he has the ability to get us 10 or 11 sacks this year. Excuse
Mm-hmm.
me, 99 career sacks. He's
Yep.
definitely going to get over 100 with Atlanta. Definitely, next to Grady Jarrett, Amon Yada. The list just goes on, and I ain't even got into the secondary mostly yet.
Mm.
It's
That's
still
key.
Jeff Okudah. It's still
Mm-hmm.
third year Richie Grant. It's
Mm-hmm.
the Falcons. We need to put some respect on their name, but we have to earn it as well. I will
True.
have to
Yeah.
put it out there,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but absolutely we should get the respect we deserve.
Blake and Stu
Condo.
tell Brendan we said what's up, man. So yeah, man, that's great points, man. And to be honest, I've been saying it all off season. I feel like the secondary is going to be key to this team's success because I can remember the last time the Falcons had a safety they could play over the top in the box,
Mm-hmm.
go after the quarterback, or just do whatever you need him to do on the field. AJ Terrell has never really had that help over the top. That's going to help him. That's going to help Jeff Okudah. It's going to probably help Richie Grant progress a little bit better than what he's been the first couple of seasons. So the secondary, man, is going to be key because we talk about the pass rush, and I say this all the time.
Mm.
Secondary is key to the pass rush as well because you lock those guys down for the first 45 seconds. It gives those guys up front a chance to get out to the quarterback. You saw what Grady Jarrett did with Big Anthony Rush last year. As soon as they cut him, his production went down. So what do? Go this offseason, get bigger guys. Eddie
Mm-hmm.
Goldman, 330. Calais Campbell, 335. Who else? I'm missing somebody.
Timothy
Well,
Horn still on the roster.
I was finna say we had Timothy Horn. Now
Taquan
he can
Mm-hmm.
cut.
Graham.
Taquan
Taquan
Graham.
Brown, one of
Mm-hmm.
the best run stoppers in the league.
Yup.
So when you look at the big dudes up front and the guys in the secondary, all that is going to go hand in hand. And what is going to tie together? Ryan Nielsen and Jerry Gray. The two biggest hirings the Falcons have had as coaches in probably the last 25 years. Easily.
Indeed,
Mm.
indeed.
So
Ryan Nielsen. You got to think about this, guys. Ryan Nielsen turned Trey Hendrickson, right,
Yeah.
from a fourth round pick
Mm-hmm.
to get him paid 4 years, 60 mil from the Bengals.
yeah.
Saints had one of the top defenses over the last 5 years, and we
Mm-hmm.
got one of the guys that was kind of surgical in putting all that together right here in Atlanta.
Great
Right.
point. Great point. Wakanda, what say, man? What'd you say?
Yeah, so Smitty actually did a show on one of the key hires, key additions to the team. You mentioned
Right.
Ryan
Right.
Nielsen, so I
Mhm.
remember that, and you probably right. That's probably one of the sneaky because we had a lot of players this offseason. So, but Ryan Nielsen probably was one of the biggest ones that under the radar. But when I think about this question, and let's be honest, man, it's a quarterback driven league, right?
Mm.
So
Yep.
the why we ain't getting no respect, it's because of Desmond Ritter. That's really what it boils down to. I mean, if
Young
you go back
quarterback.
when the Lamar Jackson talk was happening, and there was like Lamar Jackson get with all those weapons down there, Arthur Smith, his brain is going to be explosive, right? They was talking about how good Atlanta Falcons could be. Then as soon as we decide not to go that route, now
We got
they
bashed.
they'll have
Mm-hmm.
no belief in this team, whatever. And this was before the additions. Now this was before we had the offseason we had and added all these players that's going to make a tremendous difference to this team. But that's what it's all about. It's about the quarterback, and Desmond got to prove it. I get it. I mean, he's only had 4 games in this NFL. He has to prove it, but I really believe it's just a lack of they don't. I think from a national standpoint, they don't even know what moves we have made.
Mm.
I really don't believe they know who's on this team and the
But the
additions
crazy
we
part
made.
with Condo, I agree with everything you said. The craziest part that I don't understand. It took me a while to think about it. Falcon fans want a quarterback that can scramble. Desmond Ritter runs a 4.47.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
They want a
Mhm.
quarterback that can move out the pocket, throw on the run. Desmond Ritter can do that. They want a
Mhm.
quarterback that can throw out the pocket and get Kyle Pitts the football, get Drake London the football. He showed that at the end of last year.
They really can do that.
So what was the
Mhm.
problem about us not getting Lamar Jackson and still end up with the same type quarterback? Now I kid you now, Lamar Jackson is just a different type athlete. But
Yeah.
Mm.
some of the same qualities in Desmond Ritter that y'all was crying about, and it's still a problem. So just help
Yeah.
me understand that.
And
So
I
Yeah.
if Desmond Ritter works out, I guarantee you none of the Falcon fans would just go up and say, "Well, I was wrong about him."
Oh no.
They just gonna
No,
start cheering out the blue like
no, they
they
won't.
always did now.
like they,
So
they
so Ricardo, man, that's a great point, man. And
So
just
I'm just gonna say this: the
go
reason
ahead.
why Desmond Ritter is getting so much, I get because he's a third round pick. That's what it is. He's a third round pick, right? But they don't know the scouts, the analysts, everybody goes out and grade quarterbacks coming out. They don't really know. I mean, look at Baker Mayfield, right? Baker Mayfield, number 1 pick overall in
Oh my God.
2018. He got
Mm.
the most interceptions since then.
Yep.
The most interceptions, and now all the scouts picked him, right? If you go back and look, they said he was a year 1 starter. That's how they graded Baker Mayfield. Year 1 starter,
Right.
right?
indeed.
All of them hyped him up, everything. He get drafted number 1 overall. He got the most interceptions since he's been in the league, right? But
Right.
so they missed, right? They missed. That's
Sure
what they
did.
do. Look at a guy like
Mhm.
Brock Purdy. He got drafted last in the NFL,
Seventh round. Yep.
right? See what
I'm
I'm saying?
gonna take it back. I'm gonna take it back a little further than that, Ricardo.
Championship game.
Seattle Seahawks paid a guy Matt Flynn $17 million a
I
year.
remember
Yes.
that.
Yep.
Drafted Russell Wilson in the
Yep.
3rd round. Guess what? Russell Wilson now one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the league. So
Mhm.
all you got to do is give that guy a chance.
Give him a
He's gonna
That's
get
chance,
it.
a
man.
whole season under his belt this
It
year.
It may be
Go
a
ahead.
little irrelevant, but wasn't Dak Prescott a 3rd rounder too?
4th round pick.
Fourth rounder.
Fourth
He
rounder.
was a 4th rounder.
Come on
Yeah,
now.
he
Yeah.
was a 4th rounder.
See,
Yep. That Prescott. Yep. That's what I'm
Probation.
saying. So they hyped up, Kenny Pickett, but go look at his season. It wasn't that
Spectacular.
impressive?
No.
he was
I
kind of
mean,
banged up.
rookies gonna struggle. That's what rookies do. They struggle, man. It
They
just
do.
that's what's gonna happen, right? But
Growing pains.
Desmond Ritter
Yeah.
is definitely I believe he put in like one of the best situations that,
Mhm.
that a lot of rookie quarterbacks. He put in a great situation.
Yeah.
Running
He was
attack.
efficient with what he had. He was
Yeah.
efficient last year with what he had. The last 4 games. I mean, you saw the connection come to life with Drake London, and OZ was on the roster. So there was really no connection ever established there. But you've added a Jonnu Smith. You added a target that you don't know of in Kyle Pitts. You continue your progression with Drake London. You add a Matt Collins. So there's a nucleus right now for Desmond Ritter to succeed, period. I think you added, Bijan Robinson. So you really he doesn't really have to think much, you know what I mean, in this offense.
Yep.
It's kind of, all right, if read number 1's not there, go to read 2. That's it. It's going to be similar to what the Tennessee Titans did in 2020 with Ryan Tannehill. That's why Ryan Tannehill was as successful as he was. That was his best output as a professional under Arthur Smith. So I can see Arthur Smith guiding Desmond Ritter into that same plateau or that same level playing field and really get the Falcons going and getting on the map for this year.
You know how he's going to do that? He's going to do that with the run game. The run game
Yeah.
is going to open up everything for Desmond.
Everything.
It's going to slow the game down for him. You're going to see him run more RPOs and play action, and I would love to sprinkle a little no huddle. And
I
then
want the
Joyce
play
said
action to
earlier,
come to life. That's what I'm
right?
expecting.
And then Joyce said earlier, I can see guys like Cordell Patterson in the wide. So if
Ooh.
Arthur Smith
He definitely can do
chooses
all.
to do anything with this offense this year, he has to
That's a weapon.
personnel to do so. Right,
Mhm.
right, exactly. So
And
Yeah, I
also,
mean, can we all agree? I mean, see, this really what interesting. It's funny. Can we all agree? Kyle Pitts is going to get open.
oh yeah, 6'5", 250.
Secret
Yeah.
weapon. He's
He's
gonna be a
gonna
secret
get
weapon.
open, man.
He's
Like,
gonna.
it's gonna happen. Because I mean, if we recall, he was open every time Marcus Mariota overthrew him last year. He was open
Yeah.
then. He just didn't get in the rock. He's
Yeah.
gonna get open.
Like
So,
like Alberto said, I'm not gonna start, but y'all know I'm gonna go with that. So I'm gonna leave that to the
Man, go ahead, bro.
But yeah, man, go ahead.
So, go ahead, Ricardo, you want to say something else?
I meant Ricardo, my bad. Go ahead.
no. I mean, I was just saying he's gonna
Here we
get
go.
open. That's what's gonna happen. We already
Yeah.
know this. I
Right.
mean, that's
Oh, yeah.
Kyle Pitts, man. So, I mean, he drafted 4th overall.
Right.
Everybody called him unicorn, and you saw what he did with Matt Ryan. That's all.
Yeah.
He was the only weapon we had. I mean, Matty Ice, man. I get it, Matty Ice.
And see that's what
Right.
people don't understand. We lost Julio Jones that year. He was supposed to be the replacement for Julio Jones. Now they could have went the other direction with Jamar Chase, but Jamar Chase is much smaller than Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts running 4.4 and 6'5". That we talking Megatron type speed.
Yes.
So that's what it was about, just replacing Julio. So now 2 years later, after replacing Julio, he went through an injury, which is going to, see how strong he is with his mindset. So he's going to come back with probably a chip on his shoulder, and I think he's going to run wild because a guy that big, a safety can't cover him, a linebacker can't cover him. Because let's be real about it, 75% of the linebackers in the NFL are run stoppers. So how can they cover a guy like that?
they can't.
Let's be real about it.
Possible.
Go ahead, realness. God damn,
Hey, go ahead,
dropping gems.
go ahead,
Man. Fucking
Hey,
Smitty,
man.
man.
You know
You
how
the
I do
man,
it,
bro.
bro.
But this transitions right into our next topic. Mina Kimes predicted the Falcons to make the playoffs this year. So are we all in agreement? And if so, is there an X factor that we would say either offensive or defensively that would say, okay, this is the reason why we're getting to the playoffs because of X player? Now, this can be offensively or defensively. What do you guys say?
Chris, you go first, and then Ricardo, you follow him, and then we'll just roll in that direction.
Well, first of all, Miss Mina herself, she's done the research, man. She's done the same thing that us Falcons fans.
Always showing the Falcons love. I love her.
And Desmond Ridder, he's going to command the offense. He doesn't need to do much, just like we guys were touching on before, because he's going to have that excellent run game. That excellent run game that was third, by the way, third best rushing attack. And the Falcons ran the ball 559 times last year. It's definitely going to be an increase. We have Bijan Robinson, who is definitely going to be my X factor player to really help the Falcons get to these playoffs. I'm saying he's 5'11", 215. He's going to be, a ball of muscle just coming through and doing different things. Coach Smith is using them everywhere. Bijan has already said himself that he's been used in different locations. He's going to be everywhere on that field. And I believe that defenses are going to have a lot of trouble with him, especially the fact that only thing they have is college film on him. So, his rookie season is really on him. Really his production and his usage. And I believe that Bijan is going to be the reason. Bijan is going to be the one of the reasons on offense that we go to the promised land, man. Bijan.
Ooh. Love it, man.
Hey, I can't argue with that one.
Yeah,
Kondo, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I can't even knock that. Good pick. So I'm gonna go a little bit off script with my X factor because we'll never give no love. And I thought,
Hey, man,
thought he was a great addition.
Go off strip like James Brown and do your thing.
Yeah, so because I thought he was a great addition. So, but first of all, I mean, to be honest with you,
He's gonna say it.
The real big X factor is going to be defense, right? Defense. So I'm just gonna talk about. That's the reason we're gonna get defense. We talk about offense. We talk about Desmond Ridder and Bijan, and Drake and Kyle. Those guys are gonna do their thing, but man, this defense. That's what I'm excited to see. Be honest with you guys, I'm excited to see what the defense gonna do.
Got it.
We get on the field on third down. We gonna be able to do some things. So that's what I want to see. But my X factor, is going to be Jonnu Smith.
Ooh,
Wow.
And the only reason I'm picking Jonnu Smith because
Do tell.
all of those other guys, they who everybody trying to stop. And the way Arthur Smith utilized Jonnu Smith when he was in Tennessee, he gonna be able to do. I mean, he was really good in the red zone, and he gonna take some pressure off guys like Kyle Pitts, Drake London, Bijan, the run game, and things like that. So, Jonnu Smith, I think, was a sneaky key addition to this team, and he's going to open up a lot for all our other weapons. That's why I believe. I think that was great. I think it was a great pickup. You know, I went back and look at some of the things that Arthur Smith used. He used them in the backfield. I mean, he just used them on so many different kind of plays,
screens, jet sweeps, and he multi-used them.
That's my sneak. There's so many guys you could pick, but I'm going with Jonnu Smith because he don't get no love, and you know, people just forget that he was added. That he actually was the first move we made in the offseason. Yeah. Before any like free agent edition.
Yep, seventh round pick. Yeah.
So,
So he's a real athlete.
He's right. He's an athlete. So, and he was so happy, man, to get back with Arthur Smith. I think he's going to show out. So
it was a steal, man, for seventh rounder. Oof.
Hey, man.
You couldn't beat that.
Couldn't beat that, man.
He goes to a system that he already knows. That's an advantage for everybody. So anybody that can't catch on to it, he gonna be there to teach them, just like what's his face.
Right, he went probably with the fifth option. He
to be honest,
fifth option on the team.
Because you got to think about it. Drake London, Mac Hollins, Bijan Robinson. Fourth. Kyle Pitts,
Carlisle Algier, like all those guys don't get touches. So
yeah.
So I got mine. He's a sneaky addition, man. So. But believe me, the real answer is the defense.
I got mine, man. Last year, the Falcons were ranked 27th in the league in takeaways. The Packers last year were ranked 11th in the league in takeaways, and that was a Jerry Gray-led secondary, right? Fast forward to now, what he has now, we acquired Jeff Okudah. We bring in Jesse Bates. We have our mainstay and A.J. Terrell. D. Alford could be, another guy that steps up for us. But I think if there's one X factor that says, okay, the Falcons are going to the playoffs and this is why, it's them finishing in the top 10 or top 5 in takeaways this year for our defense. I think the defense is going to really pave the way for us to win a lot of the games. Jerry Gray's a proven closer in this league. He's been a great coach with Buffalo. Fast forward to Washington. Fast forward to with the Packers. And now currently with the Falcons, I think this guy's going to bring an element to this secondary that we just haven't seen in coaching. And it's truly going to bring the best out of, and much said Richie Grant. Well, I know a lot of folks don't believe in Richie Grant, but I think Richie Grant is primed to bust out and break out this season, man. Being paired along with Jesse Bates, man, that whatever Jesse Bates is going to bring to the table, which is going to be a great mentality, leadership, hard work ethic. This is a young guy that's 25 years of age that's already been to the big dance once, has playoff experience, knows the ins and outs already, he didn't play in a great situation in Cincinnati with their secondary over there, but he comes to a more fluid situation here where we have some dogs in this secondary, man. So I think Jerry Gray and the secondary is going to be the X factor for our Falcons going into 2023, man. That's the reason why we make the playoffs soundly.
You talk about safeties. The only reason I think Tommy Deku did what he did was because of William Moore. You had a guy that can play in the box and just knock guys silly. And a lot of those interceptions Thomas Deku got were on tip passes. So
oh man, come on, man.
Something to see. But
INT is an INT.
I'm gonna tell you. Oh man. I hate you, Alberto, and I hate you, Ricardo, because I was gonna go defense too, and I'm gonna go the same path Alberto went. Y'all been following me long enough to know that I like Jeff Okudah as being the breakout player for that Falcons defense because of what he did in his first full season last year and showed people why he was the number 3 pick. But I've been talking about it for God knows how long. Ryan Nielsen is going to be the key to this defense, period. And the reason why I say that, 39 sacks in the last 2 seasons. The last five plus seasons, 281 as a defensive coordinator with New Orleans. And to be honest, what we have now, David Onyemata, Caden Ellis came out of that system, followed him to Atlanta. So they already have a head start on everybody. They're going to help people to the game. Like I said earlier, Grady Jarrett got that size up front. He going to be a menace. Y'all remember that Super Bowl performance, 3 sacks. He had size up front. So just turn back the clock a little bit with all what they've done this offseason and put that all together at once. So Ryan Nielsen, top 5 in sacks the last 5 years as well. You talk about a guy that won, I think, 44 games without allowing a 100-yard rusher. So Ryan Nielsen, man, is going to be the key to this defense. And like I said, man, I don't think any player that they signed this offseason, any player that they drafted, is going to be more important than Ryan Nielsen. It's just that simple. So Ryan Nielsen definitely gets my vote as being the X factor.
So you and Alberto mentioned the defense. He mentioned secondary. You mentioned the line, and I really believe that's why the sacks gonna go up because of the secondary. I believe the fact that secondary is gonna be, like you said, a bunch of dogs back there. It's gonna help the pass rush, man. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna help the pass rush so much. And you know, you talk about Grady. You remember they took Tom Brady out the game because Grady tried to kill him. Tried to kill him, man. Grady dog, man. But yeah, so I just think Grady gonna have a great year this year as well because of his, you know, his tag team partners he got now. So, but I think that the secondary and the line together is what you said. The sack's gonna be good, and it's gonna help with turnovers, man. So I think that's why I'm so excited about the defense. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm excited. I can't wait.
I can't wait too, man.
And especially this. And I'm just imagining one time this season, you put Calais Campbell, who's 6'7", 335 on the field. Eddie Goldman, 6'3", 330, 340. And then Grady Jarrett on the side of him. And then still have Lorenzo Carter, who's a big dude. And Arnold Ebiketie, who's Bud Dupree, who's fast. So, I mean, come on.
And he's coming home to play, man. He's a native of Macon, Georgia, so you know he's amped to play at the Benz, man.
Hey, game 1 against Bryce Young. Put that line up in there.
Put that baby to sleep, man. He's been up for too long.
Put that dude. Oh man, can you imagine that?
The only problem that I have is he might be too small for them to see him, so they may have to.
Jesus.
They may run past.
Yeah, so they might attack him by the ankles.
Yeah, man. So this transitions again perfectly into our last topic. But before we do, Smitty, I would like to give 3 shout outs right quick.
Do your thing, bro.
Man, we got our boy in here giving game sports talk, man. Make sure you go follow him and drop him a sub. Another Falcon content creator, man. Dope stuff, man. So definitely keep pushing that content out. We see you, my brother. So shout out to you. Shout out our brothers out of your Falcon mind, John and Mike, man. Our brothers there, man. What a tandem, man. What a tandem, man. While all this craziness it happens with these content creators, man, they definitely show you the right way to do it, man. Filled with stats, filled with fun, filled with amazing articles.
I'm on game right quick before you go to the last.
Go ahead. Yes, sir. Yeah, absolutely.
Please go check out of your Falcon mind. 10
stages of Falcon fan.
Been a Falcon fan. Please go check that out. I got every single one of those things is dead on truth. So
I think I probably had all the 10 of those. So.
Out of your Falcon mind, I will be there. I'm gonna check that out.
Absolutely, man. Make sure you guys drop them a sub, man. Them boys are climbing. Them boys are doing their thing down there. And this one, go ahead.
They got over 1,000 downloads on their podcast platform.
That's awesome,
so
man.
They really doing their thing, man.
They grinding.
So keep doing y'all thing. And hey, see y'all at the top, man.
Yes, sir. And last but not least, man, this is our friend Nacho Rodriguez, man. A couple weeks back, man, I had the pleasure and honor of doing a Falcons roundtable in Spanish with some other natives. from Mexico, Argentina, Puerto Rico, which is the motherland for me. We chopped it up. There's Falcons fans all over the world, but I was able to share the platform with Nacho, man. Very, very brilliant young mind, man. Knows the Falcons in and out. Another gentleman also, Alberto Ortega. He specifically name dropped every Falcon content creator, and he has his eyes on everybody. What's up, bro?
Please announce that man right. To us, he's Nacho from Chile.
Yes, Nacho from Chile. Yes, this is Nacho from Chile, man. This is him. So yes, definitely, man. So I was able to definitely, share the platform with them, and they're a group called Somos Falcons on YouTube. Of course, there's a language barrier because they're all transmitted in Spanish. But the day they do cross over and get to this English platform and are able to do it at 100% base, we would love to have them on.
They're gonna be
definitely, man,
right front and center.
Yep, because these gentlemen, I'm telling you, man, these boys know their stats. And I'm talking Claude Humphrey stats, Nobis, you name it. These boys go back in time. So shout out to every one of them over there, man.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. At 40, I'll be 44 next week. At 44 years old, I just ashamed now after all these years that I did not take advantage of learning Spanish in school.
Guilty.
Guilty.
I know a little bit, but that's about it.
Yeah. It works. So going on to our last topic, we spoke briefly about the Carolina Kitties there, and Colin Cowherd of the Herd, and whatever his goddamn beef is with the Atlanta Falcons. So many times in the past, man, he's down to Matt Ryan statistically. What have you done for me lately? Yada, 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 this, that, and the third, whatever. This year, he's picking our Falcons to finish third in this division. In front of us, he has the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints to finish respectively 1 and number 2. Gentlemen, for the love of God, can we write this wrong? Because I don't know what is it with Colin Cowherd and what he says. He says that the Falcons are just not that good. Has he been living under a rock? Has he not seen the off-season acquisitions? Has he not seen that we've just drafted Bijan Robinson, a do-it-all back that's going to possibly take us into the playoffs? So go ahead, Smitty.
Before they get started and get their answers, I just got to say, I don't respect nobody that compares Matt Ryan to Andy Dalton.
Yeah,
Who the hell does that?
I don't know, man. I don't know what this man's beef is with us, man, but it's cap. We finished number 1 in this year's division race. That
we're gonna let y'all
definitely
get y'all first, because I got something to say. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I go first. So Colin Cowherd, first of all, like, he one of the ones I'm talking about. He don't know our team at all. It's obvious.
Facts.
He mentioned he didn't even know who the quarterback was, because earlier this he said something about when they had said the Falcons was going to have 8 wins, and he was like, "How the Falcons going to have 8 wins? Do they even have a quarterback?" So when he said that, obviously, like I said, he don't even know who's on the team. He's one of those people I'm talking about, like, just be talking out his mind, and he has some of the worst takes. Just go back and look at some of his takes on not just football, basketball, but he has some of the worst takes ever. And then he never, like you said, come back and be like, "Yeah, my bad." He never just,
he don't own his shit.
Like he didn't even say it. Like he don't even say it. Everybody got the receipts on it. But for this division, I mean, the Panthers got a good defense, but they got a new regime and they got a rookie quarterback. I'm telling you, they ain't gonna be ready. Not this year. It ain't happening. It's just not happening. The Aints, just like Smitty said, they lost Ryan Nielsen. Yep. That's going to be, I'm telling you, that's going to play a factor. Dave Yada and Caden Ellis, they lost some key players. They lost some key to the Falcons. To the Falcons now. They lost some key additions. So it's no way they're going to finish wrong. I'm just sorry. Like I said, I'm a Falcon fan. I know I'm biased, but I can't see it, man. I can't. The only way I don't know how we can be bad based off the last 2 seasons, the way this coaching staff coached up what we had. I just can't see us being terrible this year.
According to some
can't
analysts,
see
we
how
were
it's
supposed to be 2-15 last year, but that didn't work out for them.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I just can't see it, man. With the additions we had on this team, you got to show me how we gonna suck, man. I can't see it.
Tony Wright, I'm finna block you.
Wow. Damn, man.
Did you see what Andy Dalton did in New Orleans last year?
That's tough, man.
Well, you know, he
Andy
came out and said he's a starter in the league.
Yeah, he still felt like he was a starter in the league. I remember him saying that.
He still feel like he's starting this league. So
if
Elemental league, maybe.
If they had a rental league, yeah, he would be fine. Yeah.
to be honest with you, he might have to start week 2.
He might.
Yeah.
I like this one right here.
Yeah, because of
We gonna
Calais
knock
Campbell or
right now.
Eddie Goldman fall on Bryce Young. It's gonna be a child endangerment charges filed.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Well,
we gonna knock Bryce Young out the game.
I like this one right here. Everyone from Walter Mathis, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for
Walter,
joining
what's
the
up,
show.
man?
Everyone underestimate how smart Ritter is to guide this team, and that's a fact, man. Because what was he in Cincinnati? He was a darn winner, and each one of his years,
I want to say.
yeah,
Yep.
and he never threw for double-digit INTs. He was always in that 20 to 30 touch TD range. He was very smart and accurate with the football, especially in between the 10 and 15-yard mark, which is just an extension of the run game. But be that for what it may, he was very efficient. So yeah, I agree with this statement right here, 100%, man. Ritter's a very smart cat, man, and he puts in the work, man. So
Yeah,
Ritter's the winner, man.
yeah, so shout out to Ritter and what he does, man, because man, it's gonna be better times in Atlanta this year for a fact, man. So I'm not buying into this Colin Coward crap neither, man. So no other team has had the additions that the Falcons have within this division. It's been mostly subtractions, and all the additions were made by the Falcons. So I don't know what the hell he sees, but Chris, I'm sorry, man, you were saying something. Go ahead, brother.
Oh man, I was just gonna comment on Colin Cowherd, man. He's pretty much, luckily he's a reverse jinx. Most of the things that he says doesn't come to fruition. So, we may be all good, but okay, Carolina Kitties. Bryce Young hasn't even played a snap yet, but yet he's supposed to be already better than Ritter in the NFL system.
Nah,
when Ritter has
that's a
already
cap.
failed teams. And yeah, Ritter went 2-2, but let's just be honest. He didn't lose those games. If you take back a fumble or two, we may possibly have been 4-0 with Ritter.
There it is.
You don't know. But either way, the Panthers pick up Dane Bird and Hayden Hurst. And have them with Adam Thielen. Okay.
An aging Adam Thielen at that.
Yeah, I definitely feel like we have the better receiving core than them. Then we're going to move on to these New Orleans Aints. Okay, the best things they picked up was Brian Edwards, more Falcon releases. And also they have, I guess, the most experienced quarterback.
Fucking kid.
They have the most experienced quarterback in the division with Derek Carr. But you got to remember, he just had Josh Jacobs, who was the NFL rushing leader, and Devontae Adams, and he still couldn't get it done. Still has 28
gems
in the last 2 seasons. And it's just, come on, man. This is the team who y'all feel like is going to win the division ahead of the Falcons. I just can't go for it. And they always throw salt on Arthur Smith. But the thing about it is, when the man was hired, guess what? We was $37 million over the cap and only had 31 players under contract, and 2 of them being Julio and Matty. So I'm just saying, what's up with all the dirt on our team, man? What's up with
I think you need to say that a little bit louder and to quote our boy Twisted for the folks in the back that didn't hear that, quite frankly, man. Because
way on back there.
Because that's a true fact right there, man.
Yep.
I'm finna end this conversation with 2 words. Well, 1 word, and that's karma. Because
man, I thought he was gonna take it back to WWE days and say,
Ryan
2
Nielsen,
words for you.
Ryan Nielsen. Everybody know Dennis Allen is a pathetic head coach. Just look at his time with the Raiders. Just look at that. If y'all need any case as to what is going to happen with their coaching, Dennis Allen is the X factor or the weakest link. So you look at the Carolina situation. Everybody knows what's the guy used to be the Cardinals head coach who coached the Panthers at the last part of last season.
Wilkes, Steve Wilkes.
Steve Wilkes. Everybody know he's supposed to got that job, but they gave it to Frank Reich anyway.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
man.
He would have kept the job. I've been scared. That That player was great down the stretch.
Sure did. He had them boys playing hard.
So by you saying that, that lets me know that they're all idiots because Frank Wright had a great opportunity in Indianapolis. He fumbled that. Dennis Allen, like I said, came over from the Raiders to the defensive coordinator for the Saints. And to be honest, Ryan Nielsen carried that defense, not Dennis Allen. But Dennis Allen got all the credit and he got the job.
But
So
they'll see this.
Karma is going to eat both of those teams up simply because of the stupid mistakes that they made with their head coaching. And see, William Amon, that's what I'm saying. Frank Reich is a bad coach too, because I know he was on that Super Bowl staff with the Philadelphia Eagles in 2017. But let's be real about that as well. He wasn't the main cog in doing that. He wasn't.
Man, William Amy's on fire.
Who was their offensive coordinator? The ranking 14 head coach.
Right.
And that's not true. If they got him as the 14th ranked head coach, why is Arthur Smith number 29?
Man, that's asinine right there, man. I saw that report when it came out, man. I'm like, wait, y'all got D'Amico Ryans ahead of Arthur Smith, and D'Amico Ryan hasn't coached down yet in the NFL, man. Great defensive coordinator. Can't take that away from him in the magic that he did with Frisco. But you were just handed this Texans job, man, and you already better than an established coach already in the NFL. Cat, man.
Hey,
no way.
Berto,
no way.
It's just a hate. Think about
it is hate. Absolutely.
Think about what Chris said earlier, and I did a video on this too. You got Desmond Ridder ranked number 40 and 3 rookie quarterbacks ahead of him who have never played a snap in the NFL. And the bad part about the whole thing, what pissed me off, you got the goddamn backup. The damn backup ranked higher than the damn starting quarterback.
And then there's only 32 starting quarterback. So you saying that he works with some backups that's in the lead already. That's see stuff like that, man. Like I don't get it.
It gets you going.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
Rakondo's about to show y'all why he's named a real Falcon fan.
Yeah, I don't. I mean,
let him have it, Rakondo. Let him have it.
Take him out the leash.
Y'all got him knocking over shit. See what y'all
got. Oh, man.
Yeah, because
he's moving furniture.
That kind of stuff, man, it pisses you off. It does, man. But I kind of like it for Desmond Ridder because they get that chip on his shoulder. I like it, man. I really like it because the kid, like you said, he's a winner, and he's out to prove it. He's out to prove it. I guarantee you, he gonna play lights out. I just got that feeling, man. This gonna be something special this year. So,
yeah,
man.
But I know y'all are special guests. We're gonna go over an hour. I don't even care because we having fun, man. I know each one of y'all got a question that y'all want to throw out there, and I'm gonna go start with Chris, since he quiet. And Chris, if you got a question, throw it on out there. And if y'all in the chat, y'all please go ahead and drop y'all thoughts on the question. So, Chris, floor is yours, my brother.
I'm going to go defense in the nickel slot, and I'm going to say, is D. Alford at risk of losing his job to a rookie?
No.
Clark Phillips III.
No.
I don't believe so either. But hey, I'm telling you, conversations out there. I'm telling you guys, there's conversations out there about Clark Phillips, how he came in and being a steal, pretty much doing things where up there in the Pac-12, I believe. I'm not sure.
Yep, Utah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. So regardless, a steal is what he's being called, and he's also being, projected to kind of get some snaps. So my thing is, if he comes in and get these snaps from D. Alford, I really don't see that. D. Alford has came from the CFL, and he's overcome so much.
And won a great cup over there too. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Won the ship. Won the ship. Came right to the Falcons. It's an already impact player. But I'm telling you, man, there's some conversation out there that people feel like D. Alford may not have this nickel slot solidified, and I'm here to say you're crazy.
Before you go, Rakondo, Chris, I'm gonna just tell you this, and I got the receipt. Alberto seen it already.
All right.
The reason why I know D. Alford is going to make this team and stay where he is. I did a video on him last year. He watched it, and he said it gave him motivation for the entire season.
There you
And
go.
what did he do?
Mm-hmm.
He went out and proved himself.
He balled, man.
So you have a guy like that, and I'm gonna switch it back a little bit further than where you went with that. And I agree exactly what you said with Clark Phillips. But Clark Phillips is more of a safety blanket for Jeff Okudah. If they don't keep Jeff Okudah, if they can't pay him the money that he want after this year, and I know he's gonna ball out. If he wants to stay on a cheaper deal, fine. If not, Clark Phillips just steps right in.
Yep.
Do what he needs to do, or D.
I'm with you on that one.
Well, D, he gonna stay in the slot no matter what because that's what's best for him. But Clark Phillips, and I know he just 5'9", but size don't matter to me in the NFL in no position.
No,
because you had a guy like Lorenzo Neal who was 5'9", playing fullback, running up against guys 6'4", 300-something pounds, busting in the head. So, I mean, So with Clark Phillips,
our very own Brent Grimes was running with Megatron down the field, batting balls down and stuff like that. Exactly. So, Smitty, I'm with you on this one, man. I really viewed that as from the jump. Clark Phillips will be an insurance policy to Jeff Okudah. I think that's the training camp battle that we're gonna see. Because Jeff Okudah, I don't think even though we traded for him, I don't think he's gonna be just handed the position as much as talked up as he is through the media and stuff like that. I think the battle that's gonna lie within it's gonna be Clark Phillips against Jeff Okudah with D. Alford, man, in that slot. Clark Phillips played out on the outside in Utah, and he handled his own, man. He played with some physical receivers. He played against, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Drake London. Kind of shut Drake London down in some games. So, I mean, the physicality is there, bar none. So, I think that's the true matchup right there for this training camp.
William Amy, I agree. Mike Hughes can't earn that corner slot, but I see him more as a special teams guy. And we talked about Cordero Patterson as a return guy earlier. Mike Hughes is fast, too.
Yeah,
he can play kick return and punt return as well. So he's one of those versatile guys that can play all over the field.
Actually, D. Alford and Mike Hughes are one battling for that punt return because Avery Williams went down. But Mike Hughes I think he's gonna be a factor in that slot too against D. Alford, man. But I love what Archie talking about workout warriors when they showing their videos. But D. Alford, man, he been getting it in.
Man, that boy's putting in work.
He's putting in work, man.
Yes, sir.
He won it. Man. He been putting in work, man. So,
hey, man,
I'm with you. I believe the offer gonna be something because he had some highlights last year. He's gonna come in for undrafted. So, yeah, man, he's one of those guys that's home.
First game in Detroit. Yeah.
Hey, Smitty, what he need to do is work on giving us at least a 10 or 15 minute spot. Come on, the sports machine. Come on down. It's the off season. Chop it up with your boys for a few minutes. Let's glorify you. Let's pep you up.
I'm gonna keep working on it.
Hell yeah, man.
Big D off.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he been putting in work, man. I know people show they workouts and stuff like that, but he really getting it in. He is. Everybody on their break, not the offer, man. He got to work in every day.
And one thing I love about him, and he reminds me of Brent Grimes. He's very distinctive. He always knows what a football is. If y'all seen that pickoff, I think it was against it was Chicago or Cleveland. He had that game. I think it was Cleveland. He had that game clinching pickoff. So his instincts are
ball game.
That's what we need to do, man. We need to become closers in the fourth quarter, man. And I think, like the X factor that I mentioned earlier, man, it's going to be Jerry Gray in the secondary. How is he going to mold them to be the dogs in this back end and finish games? I mean, because he had his finisher in Jair Alexander with the Packers, and we got a couple closers over here with AJ and Jesse Bates, and hell, I'll even throw Richie Grant in there. So yeah, man, this team's. It's going to be fun to watch, man. It's going to be fun to watch. But, Brian Peoples, man, appreciate you coming through, man. Appreciate the little nugget here, man. I'll put Scotty Miller at punter. I'm with this 100%. Short-handed receiver with the speed. Oh, my God, man. Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
The best bet for him, honestly.
Yeah, I think so, too.
He's a burner, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He can't. That's why he can't tell nothing because he wanted a bigger role.
Indeed.
Instead of just running deep all the time, so.
Indeed.
Yeah, and I think
I'm
he's
just
going
tell you, when he on the field, just make sure your cleats ain't raggedy. That's all I got to say.
That's it.
Got a little quick shout out there. Hold up.
Who that was? My bad.
That was Trimble. Trimble thinks culture. Shout out to Rakondo, man.
Yep. Thanks,
Hey,
man.
Tramel.
Appreciate it.
Hey,
So,
thank you for all
my
that support,
question,
my
guys.
brother.
My question.
Do your
Right.
thing. Do your thing.
I was thinking about while Chris was talking. There's so many questions. We can't wait to see when training camp start. But my question is about Troy Anderson.
Woo.
Taking over, that Mike position. I think he's gonna be Mike, and I think Caden Ellis is gonna be that Will because he's probably gonna do a little bit more blitzing. But can Troy Anderson, have that year two jump, from year one, where he can be better in coverage? Because running side to sideline and playing the run game, he was awesome in that. He got to be better, probably blitzing the quarterback too, because I think he just be out of control. He coming too fast and not staying in control, man. He need to just slow down just a little bit. But his coverage, because he has the speed. I mean, dude ran a 4.4. He just got to get the instincts and understand. And maybe because he just need to learn the defense. So the question is Troy Anderson going to be able to have that jump we need? Because I think he's going to be a big factor in our defense. Because we didn't bring back, Rashawn Evans. So Troy Anderson, this is he the linebacker, man. Him and Evans.
I think because of his size and his
Ellis.
I think his size and his athletic ability is what Nielsen wants. If you've seen the linebackers that he had in New Orleans, Demario Davis there, Quan Alexander, Caden Ellis. These were guys that were, shifty, nifty, good IQ guys, sideline to sideline type guys. I think Troy. See, I don't want to catch flack for this, but I think Troy Anderson struggles in transitioning into the Nielsen style defense right now. I think that there's so much with Nielsen. With Troy Anderson that it's going to take Nielsen a little bit to game plan and put him in the exact spots that would make him successful. He could do so much. He did show lapses last year in coverage, but everything else he did so well. And like you mentioned, Rakondo, he was there, but just a step too fast. So it's slowing down the game for him and learning this new defense that I say it might. We have to wait till maybe like week 4 to see the best of Troy Anderson. But I believe in Troy Anderson. I think he will be an impact linebacker for us.
I agree with that. And I think, too, you said it before, Alberto. You said it a long time ago. I see him more as an outside linebacker in this system because of his speed. But I think with Troy Anderson, his thing is going to be able to, going to have to come from Michael Walker. He's going to have to be that veteran on the sideline to be watching the field and give him pointers during the game to help him develop like he needs to. And like I said before earlier in this podcast, pass rush is going to help Troy Anderson as well. Because if they can get to the quarterback and you know how tip balls are, short throws, things like that, with this type of speed, like you said, if the game slows down, I think he can be a difference maker on defense. You saw what he did in the last 4 games of the season. He had about 40 tackles in those 4 games. So so sky's the limit.
He took Justin Fields out the game.
Oh,
right. He took him out, man. Behind the line, it was a tackle for a loss, man. That dude, he quick, man. He got so much potential. Like I said, he could just, like you said, slow down and just read and react. I think he's gonna be good to go. So
there goes Big Low and his BET After Dark segments.
Man, do not come in.
Oh man. Yeah, but that hit, man. I remember when was it Sean Weatherspoon when he put the hit on RG3 in the sideline, took him out for the game. Boom, same impact, man.
His career, man.
Talk about it. Yes, because he wasn't the same after that one.
The same after that. He probably shouldn't even came back that game, but
yeah, right. Yeah. But yeah, man, Troy Anderson, he's an impactful linebacker, man. I think it's just wait and see with him because of the transition.
This is a great point by Ms. Payne.
Nielsen,
says Drake London is familiar with Clark Phillips, very familiar.
Oh yeah,
he's at USC. We're gonna do a couple of these questions, and we're gonna roll. Let's see. Nate says, I saw a post that said 21st century NFC South all the time offense. I'm excluding the offensive line, quarterback Drew Brees, rightfully so, in New Orleans. D'Angelo Williams, I can see that, but Michael Turner should be ahead of him. Julio Jones, you know that's right. And Steve Smith, I can agree with that. Mike Evans, I can agree with that. Tight end Greg Olsen, I disagree with that. I have to put Tony Gonzalez.
Tony Gonzalez, man, solid list. I think I would make that change right there. Yeah, Tony Gonzalez.
So what y'all think?
Yeah, Tony
No
Gonzalez,
arguments.
Michael Turner for me.
Yeah, I think the running back. I think Michael Turner and Tony G. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess we got to get to Drew Brees, man.
I mean, hey,
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get to it. Dude, you know what? I was so happy when he retired. I just don't understand. I was so
we
happy.
all were, honestly.
And when Sean Payton left too, because those guys, man, both of those guys. Man.
You know why
Kryptonite.
why it didn't bother me as bad is because I felt like the last 4 years of Drew Brees' career, he tailed off physically.
Oh, he
And by us not having a pass rush, that's why it seemed so bad. But y'all remember that interception by Deion Jones in the end zone? I don't know when in the world we should have won.
Beautiful one.
Where we should have won that game. But
You know what I remember? I'm sorry. I
go ahead.
remember when he spent out both our players and got in the end zone. Both of them hit him.
Oh, I hated that. Yeah. Oh man, who was it too?
It was our cornerback. I forgot who that was.
It was a cornerback. Oh man, he went to the
Robert
Jets.
Alford, right? Robert
No,
Alford.
it wasn't Robert Alford. No, it was
wasn't
no, Brian Poole. It was Brian Poole.
Oh, yeah, Brian Poole.
He spun right off of him.
Both of them. I was like, come on.
Brian Poole.
I hated that, man.
Switch it sweet. Everybody wanted to know
That
this.
right there got him off the team pretty much. After that play, it was
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Pretty much.
bring you back.
And they end up signing offer to the long-term deal, and he didn't do nothing. But
Man.
Justin Swisher says it really struggles, and y'all please do not blow up the chat. He said after the first 2 games they lose, would you guys make the switch to Heineken?
Absolutely.
I would say no.
No,
I would say no.
I gotta go with that. I gotta stick to. I'm gonna stick to my guns and say yeah.
I'm gonna say no, and this why. If you're gonna have confidence in your quarterback, 9 times out of 10 they lose those first 2 games. 9 times out of 10 is gonna be on the play calling, not on Rip. Because, like I told y'all, the run game is gonna set Rid up to help him develop more and more this season. So that's gonna be on Arthur Smith. 2. You got to remember he's still developing. So just 2 games into it, you got to give him the first 4 games for the offense to work out the kinks. So if we talk 0-4, hell yeah, I definitely make that move. But just 2 games, I would just chalk those up and I just roll with it until Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna disagree a little bit because you say you chalk up 2 losses, but you're chalking up 2 losses in a favorable 17 game schedule, 18 game schedule, which we can't afford to lose. Just 2 games early. But hold on now. But look at the mistake. Right. I did. Right. But look at the mistake Arthur Smith made last year, not pulling the plug on Marcus Mariota. Do we really want to relive that again as a fan base? I don't. If I got somebody that can win games, I got to put him in. It is a difference. Absolutely, 100%.
You talking about more weapons?
As bad?
Yeah. Say again, Chris.
I said, do you think that he's going to be as bad? Because Mariota.
No. Oh no, that boy was
couldn't hit a ball with a ball. So
I don't know what the hell that means.
I understand what you mean, but
so look, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop y'all because don't put this voodoo out there. This bad juju. No,
it was a question.
He ain't gonna play bad. It was a question. But don't even say that.
Oh man. True.
Don't do it, man. No, he first, especially against our first 2 opponents. Those winnable games. We gotta win those games. Like if we come out and lose those first 2 games, man, I don't even know what I do, man. So I don't.
Makes you think otherwise. Come on, Kondo. Makes you think otherwise.
I don't want to think that way, man. I'm sorry. Man. I can't do it.
First 2 games in Carolina and Detroit, right?
No, in Green Bay.
In Green Bay.
Oh man,
we should win those games.
Aaron Rodgers gone.
Those games.
Jerry Gray gone, so we good.
Yeah, Jaron Love. Desmond Ritter got more passes in the league than Jordan Love does.
Right, he does.
There you go. Yep.
He got more passes in the league than Jordan Love, man. So, like, I get it. I get it. I understand the question, and I hope I don't think, but I just don't want to believe
Great question.
he's going to play bad. Though, it's a good question.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm with Smitty. I wouldn't do it, not just yet.
I got to give him a quarter of the season. I got to give him 4 games. I got
to give him 4 games. That respect, yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
I'm just a little bit freaking
games.
desperate at this point.
That'll be 8 games.
8 games,
that'll be a good sample size.
I'm just saying, Mariota got how many games? Like 9?
Too many.
Too many.
Too many. Exactly. It doesn't even matter.
After that Carolina game, man, it should have been.
Man, it should have been a wrap, man.
Yeah, it should have been a wrap at the.
Yeah, I ultimately agree. I ultimately think Ritter is going to be fine. He's got enough weapons in this offense to go plenty. I was saying this back in January, man. And Smitty, you can attest to this. If you're gonna roll with Desmond Ritter, you better shore up some of the key spots in this Falcons team. And what we do, we did that in the draft with Bijan. We did that in the draft also with drafting Matt Bergeron at left guard. We did that in free agency. So there's a lot of things that were not as tighter now because those acquisitions were made. So I got faith in Ritter. But for me as the fan, if we go 0-2 this first game, man, look, I don't know where you're gonna find me, man.
Well, think about
I might be at the Benz holding a Heineken jersey.
Well, think about it, though. Think about it. You talk about the schedule. Schedule is not, the schedule is favorable the whole season. So 2 games is really not going to make a difference because they still have the whole season.
Yeah, but we can't be losing the bums, though, bro.
Yeah,
we can't be losing.
We got to go 2-0.
Yeah,
I'm with him. I'm gonna be upset. Hey,
we should start 4-0.
Hey, look, man, our boy Trimble right here. You stop listening to social media. I get it. Yeah, man. You 100% right, brother. But it's some good talk, just in this downtime. But definitely, go Ritter.
Let me see. Let me get that question back up there.
Behind you, Dan. You really are.
Let's see. That was my boy Aaron Dale. See, Alberto, see what you did, man. I got to go all the way back.
Damn it. I'm sorry.
I'm too damn old to be doing this shit.
Oh, man.
But one of the questions he said that what do you guys feel about the sacks? How many sacks do you think we would get?
I love this question. I brought up this stat before, man. 2004 was the last time we got 49 sacks. That's when we actually made some darn noise. Was back 2004. How many sacks?
He added a great point to that question. Who do you think would be a surprise player on getting to the quarterback?
Ooh, spicy.
That's a great question, man. That's.
God damn it, Aaron! Were you away this whole time cooking up questions like this?
That's a good
Appreciate you, Aaron. Appreciate you, Aaron.
He in that cafeteria doing them.
Yeah, I'm talking about who I want, who I think gonna be a surprise.
I'm going Albert Katie.
That's who I want.
Solid.
That's who I want. I want Albert Katie to live up to that 2nd round pick, man.
Indeed. I need that.
I love all that, but I'm gonna go to one player that back in 2020 was shining. And that's Bud Dupree. Bud Dupree, I think, had 11.5 sacks back when he played with Pittsburgh. Had T.J. Watt on one end, had Cam Hayward and Stephen Truitt. And fast forward to now with the Falcons, Grady Jarrett's here. Omanyata, Calais Campbell. We got a little bit more in our arsenal. So I can see Bud Dupree being that impact player. How many sacks? Hopefully the same as he did that year with Pittsburgh, 11.5.
I'm gonna go with my birthday twin. And I'm going to go with D'Angelo Malone.
Okay.
And the reason why I said, you talk about a guy over 30 sacks in college. That's not easy to do. Will Anderson is the only other person I've seen do that. And if he finally gets his reps on the field, I think D'Angelo Malone can be a game record.
Good, man. If y'all don't know what this means, Mike Fadi Falcon Mind, he comes with the most incredible questions, man. This man, he meditates and these questions just come to him and he puts it out for the public, man. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing.
He always try to catch me off guard, but
Man, he always, man. Yeah, for sure, man. Shout out Mike, man.
Because he asked us a question about all-time 7-on-7, and me and Alberto stumped and knocked about Paul real quick.
Yeah, that was good, though. That was real good. That was real good.
Our boy RGATL for life to plug.
Yes,
Says
sir.
the Falcons have a slow start and Arthur Smith gets fired. And we're not going to even put that out there in the atmosphere.
No, man.
It's just hypothetical. It's just hypothetical. Put that in capital letters. Thank you. Who's your choice for the next head coach? That's a great question.
I think Jerry Gray.
Boy, hey, that's all you had to say. Because I was just finna go there. Yeah. I was just finna say that. Ricardo, you the only one. Who you think?
Y'all killing me with these questions, man. Because what I'm thinking about, okay, if Arthur Smith get fired, who gonna run the offense, man? Like it's built for him to run this thing, man. Like
here we go.
These questions, it's like we started over. That's what I'm thinking.
They got somebody on speed dial, I'm sure, when it comes to the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, because I don't think Dave Ragone gonna be able to call no plays. I'm sorry.
Man, that dude can even order me a pizza from Domino's.
Yes, I'll be worried. I was like, damn, Arthur Smith gone?
No.
Oh man.
Yeah, but Jerry Gray is a good pick. I mean, yeah,
that would be my pick, and the reason why. You look back at those Buffalo teams in the early 2000s. He was assistant head coach on those teams, defensive coordinator. So he kind of had the experience in knowing how to run a team. But it would be between him and Nielsen. So I think his the coaching waiting is already here, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. I can definitely see that.
Let me see. We get one more, and we're gonna roll on out. So y'all got to throw one out there to make us think a little bit. What goes Pepper?
And not from you, Aaron.
Watch and
Aaron, you sit your ass in the sideline.
And watch on y'all.
My boy Scorpio 2677, man. Thank you for always supporting me, man. Appreciate it. He always in the comments.
Right there.
Straight to statement. I can't stand you.
Man, shout out Dre, man.
Hey,
Excellent
Dre,
question, bro.
Dre, my dude, man. He been supporting me a very long time. I think he was walking on water with me when Jesus parted the sea, but I ain't gonna tell nobody else. But
oh my God,
who do y'all think will score the first touchdown of the season?
That's a good question.
First touchdown of the season.
I think the best way to reintroduce Kyle Pitts to the offense again is feeding him in the end zone. So I'm gonna go with Kyle Pitts, man.
Okay. I'm a Ricondo, you gave me something to think about earlier. I'm gonna say Jonnu Smith. And the reason why, nobody's really gonna be paying him attention, and he's the most athletic guy on the field other than Kyle Pitts. And he is a great red zone target. And I got to say Jonnu Smith. Man, go ahead on there. He better not even be passing out water on the time.
Oh man.
Oh man. Hey, I'm gonna say I'm gonna go. I'm telling you I'm positive, man. You Ricondo, real Falcon fan, positive fan. I'm gonna tell you right now. So hey, the first touchdown is a kickoff return by CP.
Oh man.
Okay.
One away. That would be something. That would be something.
Man. There we go.
But hey, but if he does that, if he does that, I don't see no plays at running back, and I don't see no plays at wide receiver. Because if you got him returning kicks, and like I said, by field position earlier, that might be his calling card. Ken Folk said top 5 teams in the NFC. That's a tough one.
My God.
Before we get to that question, Ms. B said Bijan. So
Bijan, yeah, sure.
I forgot, Chris. My bad, man. Who you taking?
Shoot, Miss B already don't spoke for me. Thank you, Miss Lady.
Okay,
that was pretty easy, right?
Yeah,
man, top 5 teams in
Ken Folk, what's NFC? Up, man? That's our boy, man. He always tuned in.
Hey, man, NFC weak this year though. Weak. It is weak, man. All the quarterbacks in the AFC.
Okay,
so that's true,
man. Because I'm gonna be real. 3 of the top 5 teams might be coming out of the NFC East.
Yep, I agree.
I'm gonna say, to be honest, I'm gonna say Philadelphia, San Francisco, Dallas, and I hate to say that.
They front runners, man. They storefronts.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say Dan Quinn gonna have he ain't gonna look that good this year. That defense. I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. Hey,
and nobody in the NFC North scare you at all.
No,
because the Packers, the Bears, see, I don't even know everybody in the division. See.
I think the Lions gonna be pretty good this year.
I think so too. I'm with you on that one, Ricondo.
Yeah,
top 5, no,
not top 5.
Giants.
Yeah, I said Giants. Cowboys,
you said Giants, right?
Giants.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So those 3 teams at the NFC East probably gonna be in the top 5. 49. So that's gonna be a tough division. Yeah, 49ers number 2.
Yep, Falcons round out top 5.
Really?
We just got to look at number 4.
Them at the top 5. Yeah,
absolutely.
I just gotta do the part. That's all.
Yep. So we finish top 5 in the NFC. They're gonna shit their pants.
Man, all the Falcons got to do from an offense standpoint is just build off that running game they had last year. They do that, and Desmond Ridder should be able to pass better than Marcus Mariota. I think we're gonna be good.
I like this question.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the defense because we got the right blend of veterans in this defense to go with the youth that we got going. So I don't think the vets are gonna let these young guys slip up in any way, shape, or form. Calais Campbell has so much knowledge in this game, man. He's played in so many big games. Bud Dupree's played in some significant games. Jesse Bates has played in the Super Bowl. So we have some guys, man, that have been through it. And hey, Big Low just said it too, Ryan Nielsen. That's another guy there.
Indeed.
So I think it's the defense, man.
Hard to argue against the defense because the defense has done so much.
But y'all know me. You say it hard to argue, right? I'm finna say that. I'm finna tell you why. It got to be the offense, and the reason why.
The offense, man.
We talk about putting up points. We talk about ball control. You talk about managing the game clock. All that ties into the defense not being on the field more than they were the last couple of years, getting off the field on 3rd down. So they're going to be more fresh. They're probably going to, have more gas in the tank at the end of the game. So the offense, to me, has to carry this team, and the defense just has to do their job at the end of the day. Because y'all got to remember, even though we brought in a good bit of players on defense, a couple of them are veterans that have been around for a while. So 9 times out of 10, it may be a one and done deal. So
familiarity too on offense.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say offense because we picked the guy number 4, number 8, and then number 8. So you picked 3 first. We got 3 first rounders on the. It better be the offense. That's all I'm saying.
That's a good point too, Ricondo.
It better be the offense because we got 3 first round picks, man. That all of them that we think are dynamic, man. So they should be able to do their thing on offense. That's all. I mean, Drake London, Kyle Pitts, and Bijan, man.
Man, y'all throwing out some great questions tonight.
That's it. This is good. We're gonna end it with this one right here, man.
Yeah,
we got Cam Johnson, man. In your opinion, what player would be a surprise to make this team?
That's a
definitely.
That is a pow.
That's a great question.
I might ponder that one tonight. I was like, wait, what the hell?
I'm gonna be a Debbie Downer, and I'm gonna say Okendeji.
Oh,
that's interesting though.
That's very interesting.
I'm saying that because when I did my roster projections, man, this defensive line is deep, and I don't know how many they gonna keep. Like, I don't know how many they gonna keep, man. And like he didn't do good last year. He didn't play the run good last year.
But in this defense,
he don't get out to the quarterback.
Yeah, this defense though with his size, that could be a big flip flop. So he could start trending up after the first 6 games.
They might. I mean, Zach Harrison. See, they drafted Zach Harrison, so that's why I'm like, I don't know, man. Like to me, he got to do some good things in training camp, but he'll be a surprise. I mean, they drafted him. He got potential just going to the 3rd season, but this coaching staff don't. Archie Smith don't care, man. Because
Right.
Jalen Mayfield might be out the door too.
Hey,
Ooh,
man,
and you just
see-
touched on something, man.
Hey, I was just finna call that name. You get on my nerves. See, you speaking too fast.
No. I got another name, and it's right along the offensive line. And I say the surprise play to make this team, Matt Hennessy. I'll be surprised if he makes the team. I think there's enough depth. I think there's enough depth at this guard. Bergeron, Dahlman. Well, Dahlman's at center by default, but Kyle Hinton also is another guy that was brought over from the Vikings that can make a push for that spot. Also, Justin Schaefer is on staff as well. So
and don't forget the kid from South Carolina. They love him in the run game.
Yeah,
Javon Gwynn.
Right.
That kid, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But,
So I would be surprised if Matt Hennessy makes it, man. I think that there's a lot more competition
for a while. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I'm gonna just
Don't
throw no eggs or no tomatoes at the screen. But Jada Mayfield, he just didn't work out at left guard, but playing behind Michaela Guerra and getting back to his original position, I think it could help him out a lot. And they don't have a lot of depth at the right tackle position, so we'll see how he works out in training camp and if he can make the team. But he's gonna be my surprise to make the team.
Well, I will tell you guys my surprise, and nobody may see this coming.
Oh boy, this is juicy.
I mean, the thing about it is, it's in the secondary though. I'd be surprised if Darren Hall makes this team.
I won't.
Okay.
Because I already called it.
got him penciled out. Be honest with you.
Yeah, but give us your reason.
I keep with 7 DBs
and Jalen Hawkins. I'd be surprised if either one of them make the team.
I call both of those.
Jalen Hawkins.
Yeah, I call both of them.
Same, man.
Jalen Hawkins. The thing about Jalen Hawkins, he's one of the most athletic people on the team. Period.
Mm-hmm.
And I have yet to see him develop into the playmaker I know he can be.
Mm-hmm.
Because coming out of Cal, I seen that dude jumping all over the field, sideline to sideline, playing zone, jumping for interception, playing zone. Anything you can name, he was doing it at Cal. But he gets to the NFL, I'll give y'all a perfect example. That New York game over in London. Who was the best defense on the play on the field that day?
It was him.
It was him, yeah. Arguably.
Tackling. I think he had one interception.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
He had about 9 tackles that game, and after that, I haven't seen much from him.
Yeah. He's not consistent.
He made a big interception against the Dolphins too.
He did, yes, and towards the end zone. Yes,
Yep.
I do remember that.
He made some plays, man. Yeah, but
he just plays in spurts, man. That's his problem. He's not.
Yeah.
They're gonna keep 4 seconds. So I think he's gonna make it, and I think Helm's gonna make it. DeMarco Helm's gonna make it too.
Love DeMarco Helms, man.
Yeah,
that's our Keanu Neal right there.
4 safeties they gonna keep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think Helms makes the team, and I think guys like Hawkins or maybe Hall. I'd be very surprised if I look at that roster and I see those 2 names on there. I'd be very surprised.
Well,
Tony Wright always got to come through with the encyclopedia and shit. But he said,
oh man,
he said our backups are at left tackle Anthony Greenridge. I forgot about him. Justin Schaefer, the guy from Georgia last year. Matt Hennessy, who Alberto talked about. Javon Gwynn, who I said is a 7th-round pick, and Mike Vrabel's son, Tyler Vrabel. So, but I still think Jada Mayfield had a chance over Vrabel because I just think he's played more.
Yeah,
Javon Gwynn, they move him to center too. So
sure will. Yeah. He's better suited for that role.
Yeah, he might back up Dahlman. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But if y'all gentlemen have anything more to add on, we're gonna wrap it up right here, man. So, Kondo, Chris, any last thoughts?
Man, go ahead, Chris. My bad. Right quick, man. Before we get ready to wrap it up, man. Thank y'all for the great questions. Thank y'all for tuning in, and we've been going an hour and a half now. Y'all gonna have me and Berto sleeping on the sofa, but we don't care. We gonna do it just for y'all. Well, Ricardo too. So,
I'm the only one in the bed tonight, y'all.
Oh man. Yeah,
But,
we got to get like Chris.
Yeah, man. Y'all go ahead and give y'all final thoughts, man. Anything y'all got on y'all mind?
Only thing I can say is whatever you've read about the Atlanta Falcons that's been negative, put it out your mind. Absolutely wrong. The only fact you need to remember is Ryan Nielsen on defense, Arthur Smith. He's coming into a real team, the best team he's had since being here now. And Atlanta Falcons, man, we going to the top. Ain't no stopping us. Ain't no
Love it,
stopping us
man.
now. And make sure you guys, thank you kindly if you subscribe to, A1 Forever Sports, while we be generating
Absolutely.
time to be, and we don't settle for less because you got a more with the vision.
And we're gonna drop that
I
link
like that.
as soon as I get the info to his channel. We'll put it in the description of this video so y'all can go in, click it, and won't be no excuses. Like I always say, what Alberto is what?
Free, damn it.
And let's support each other, So
That's
That's
right.
it, man.
All
That's what it's
day long.
about.
So
Because
on that
they-
note, just what Chris just said, I want to give a shout out to all the Falcons content creators, man.
Without
We
a
all
doubt.
a big family, man, because like I said, it's not that many. Believe it or not, we probably got one of the lowest, content creators out there from a Falcon fan base, but we all come on here, we spit, we know we talking about, we know this team, we love this team, and believe it or not, guys, we gonna get it. Believe me, we gonna be there. Cause I've been put through too much, so I'm gonna be there when we win.
God has us in our favor, man. He has us in
our
his favor.
yeah.
Ricardo say he gonna be holding up the trophy. Damn y'all.
Yeah, I want to be there when we win it, but I want to share it with all y'all. And just like Chris said, definitely come out and you support the channel. I've been doing this about a year and a half, and believe it or not, Smitty, you one of the reason why I started the channel, man. I'm not shit you not. So appreciate you, and all the other, like I said, all the other Falcon content creators coming out. And enjoy coming on, shooting the shit with y'all about the Atlanta Falcons. That's what
No
we
doubt.
do.
Hey man, trust
Open
me.
platform always,
when the
man.
season start, man, we're gonna have you on after games because we're gonna do post game shows, and those things be live, bro. This chat room be off the chain. But man, a lot of content creators, man, we're gonna have y'all on post game. We do preview shows and just regular shows during the week. So we're gonna turn it up a notch when the season starts because trust me,
It's gonna be a good one.
This is a very perfect time for all content creators to come together during the regular season because the Falcons are going to be winning, and that name going to be on fire. It's going to be trending in Google. Trust me.
Yeah,
that's a fact, man. So with that, man, gentlemen, from me, I appreciate sharing this panel with y'all, man. Ricardo, Chris, appreciate you guys taking the time to jump on here with us. Chop it up about the Falcons. Again, for everybody that's tuned in, their handles are right there. Please go drop them a sub, a like, share their content, man. These are two great Atlanta Falcon content creators. Like you mentioned, man, there's a lot of great Falcon content creators. So shout out to everybody. And yeah, man, we're gonna end this. We're gonna end this off like this. Thank you to everybody in the chat for tuning in tonight. It's been a while since me and Smitty been rocking, man. But hey, life gets in the way sometimes, so that's how it goes, man.
Y'all see my name change. It's Smooth Smitty. Don't get it wrong.
Oh, man. So on that note, everybody have a blessed night. We'll see y'all next week at some point. Peace.
Yeah.